Hey everyone! I just wanted to use this opportunity to say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. It's been a little bit of a weird year for most people, I think, unless you've been living under a rock, of course. But frustratingly, I'm one of those people that tries to see positives in everything, and I do still have a lot to be grateful for this year. Kicked off the year with some great gigs with Dora and the Outlaws and Keep the Faith. Really enjoyed those. And just before we went into lockdown in March, I was on BBC Radio with Chris Taylor promoting his new single at the time, and we performed that live. That was an amazing experience. Always love playing with Chris. He's such a fantastic songwriter and singer. It's a great privilege. So really enjoyed that stuff. We got to March, everything went south, obviously. And we went into lockdown, and I've got to say that's probably one of the more depressing points in my life, is the cancellations that were coming through and the uncertainty around gigs. But I focused the attention on recording at home recording, and recorded some fantastic videos with Sarah Collins. They were very well received. If you never saw them, they are available still on Sarah Collins' YouTube channel. We did a couple of duo songs and some Carpenters stuff, and yeah, it was just good. It was just good fun. Had some help with that from Dan Misen. I will forever appreciate that. It's probably quite hard teaching me about recording at home at the best of times, but having to do it when you're in lockdown, there was a lot of emails, late night emails, and late night mixes being sent backwards and forwards to get those videos across the line. So cheers, Dan. It certainly helped me understand more about home recording, and I was able to focus where I should have been gigging on, you know, the home recording aspect and practicing and actually learning the instrument, because I don't get a lot of time to do that. Believe it or not, when I'm gigging all the time, I'm forever learning songs but never really actually getting better on the instrument. So I'm very grateful to have had time to sort of focus and reprioritise some stuff. So yeah, that was great. I was involved in George Farrah's single That Don't Mean We Need to Cry. That got some BBC Radio play, and that was on TV as well. It was with some really fantastic musicians from all over the place, actually. There was quite a few involved, all amazing, and the final mix just sounded great. If you've not heard that, once again, you should totally check it out. It's on all the streaming places and YouTube. I'll post a link below so you can hear that. Yeah, and then Tiger King, that was amazing. I recorded that stupid Tiger King video at the start of the year, and that got like 250,000 views in 2 weeks. God knows how, but it did. So I was grateful for that. And even on a non-music level, you know, very, very lucky to get away and time it just right to go to Sorrento in Italy and have a holiday, which, yeah, I don't think a lot of people have been able to do. So I haven't feel as isolated as perhaps some people may have. So yeah, I'm very grateful for a lot of stuff this year. I think it's been particularly hard on a lot of musicians. One thing that I think perhaps people don't think about is musicians, as well as it being a job for a lot of people and a full-time income for a lot of people, is also a social life. And you know, the people that I would see up until March, I would see every weekend, and we would be travelling all over the country, and we'd be having stayaways at hotels and stuff, and you know, you become friends with them and you have beers, and that is your social life. There's not a lot of time to have a social life beyond that, so the isolation as well as the loss of livelihood for a lot of musicians has been pretty bad, I think. And it doesn't look like it's going to get better in the near future. But that is what it is, and like I say, I'm looking for the positives, and I'm loving spending some time with the instrument and learning a little bit more. So yeah, my year in gear has been good as well. I picked up some lovely guitars this year. This is one of them, my ES345 64 reissue. It's a beauty, is this. A couple of nice custom shot Telecasters this year as well, and a bass that I've got behind me here. The problem is when you're sat at home and there's nothing to do apart from stare at the internet, is you end up finding deals. So New Year's resolution is I'm going to try slow down on gear for 2021. So yeah, it's been good as well to see some of my friends thrive through a weird situation. In particular, I'm thinking about James Oliver here. You know, he was doing nearly 300 gigs a year before the pandemic, and he had just shy of that, 270 or something like that, booked in at the start of the year, and obviously that all came to a stop for James. Despite that, he's pushed on. He's done a tour of Sweden in that time. He's got some more Euro tours booked in for next year. He has obviously released his CD, vinyl, DVD. His CD was #1 in the Amazon Blues charts for quite a while. He's won an award through the British Blues Awards. So, you know, he's still managed to thrive, and it's good to see that there is still, I guess, an avenue for music and people listening to it. So, yeah, there are still positives. So, that was it really, just a bit of a rambling video, but I just wanted to say thank you all very much. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for all the people that like and comment on videos and stuff. It's particularly demotivating for a lot of musicians at the moment, but it's still really nice to see a positive response. So stay safe, stay healthy, look after yourselves. If there's anybody alone this Christmas that you know of, then get in touch with them and just wish them Merry Christmas, and help make each other feel a little bit less isolated. I think that would be probably a positive thing to do, and hopefully 2021 will be much better. So thanks very much, guys. Look after yourselves. See you soon.